Welcome to Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Our guest, John Duran, member of the City Council in West Hollywood and one of 3 HIV-positive elected officials in the nation, only 3, all in LA County.
Yes, that we know of. I mean, there's probably others out there, and we're trying to find them right now.
And 2 of them on West Hollywood City Council, Larry Forster and Signal Hill.
Correct.
I know 2 of you, and just amen. Completely healthy, vibrant. So proud.
Yes, thank you. It's a very different day. I mean, you and I have been around this since the beginning of the epidemic, and there was a really dark period of U.S. history.
Crying thinking about
Me
it.
too,
Yeah.
especially all the friends we lost in the 80s and the early 90s. But the reality today is the epidemic has changed.
But you know what else has changed, in my opinion? The perception of voters as it relates to gay and lesbian candidates.
Yeah.
Let us look at the 2012 election. In Riverside County, Mark Takano, a gay Asian man, not only did he win, he won in a landslide against a moderate Republican. Tammy Baldwin beats a popular former governor in Wisconsin, a lesbian herself. Sir.
And the 4 marriage initiatives.
And the 4, Maine, Washington, Maryland, and Minnesota. The first time that gay marriage passed when put up to the voters and passed in all 4 states.
Right.
What,
huge
tell me. I mean, huge.
You know, I just think it's a function of time. I mean, look at marriage equality here in California. We had Proposition 22 on the ballot in the year 2000. We couldn't even get a third of the voters to go with us. Then Proposition 8 happened.
That
later,
was surprising.
in 2008,
I thought it wouldn't pass.
Yeah, and we lost 49 to 51. Now another 4 years has passed, and now we're seeing pluralities voting in favor of marriage equality.
And majorities. I mean, these were 50+1 votes.
Exactly, and so I think it's just time. You know, time has gone on. The country's moved forward.
But it just seems odd to me that it happened so quickly and so suddenly. I mean, yes, Prop 8 was close in 2008, but to have 4 states on the same night vote in the same proportion in favor of gay marriage, at the same time that Tammy Baldwin's winning a Senate seat, Mark Takano's winning a congressional seat.
You know, it's kind of funny. I think it depends on your perspective. Because we have a lot of young gay and lesbian activists. And by young, I don't necessarily mean in age. I mean in terms of just arriving or coming out, who have been saying to people like myself, been doing it for 30 years, what took you guys so long?
Oh, that's
very impatient, like, why isn't this not happening? Why hasn't Prop 8 already been overturned? Why? And they don't realize it's been going on for 30 years plus. Now, we've been struggling.
You're a lawyer, right?
Yes.
Yes, so I am a lawyer. I don't practice. You know, the Supreme Court has accepted the Prop 8 case as well as a federal
DOMA case.
So, counselor, what do you think?
All turns on Justice Kennedy, right?
That's your view.
Justice Kennedy is, I think, both sides' view. I mean, he wrote the opinion in the Amendment 2 decision in Colorado when Colorado voters took away an anti-discrimination law that had been passed there.
But
using the same reasoning, he should strike Prop 8.
But I've even heard analysis that Justice Roberts would go with a majority upholding marriage equality for a 6-3 vote. Do you buy it?
I've heard that as a possibility, too. Depends how wide or how narrowly they wish to go. The opinion was written rather narrowly. It just had to do with Proposition 8. The Ninth Circuit was very careful in tailoring it very narrowly. So the Supreme Court could decide just to judge on the issue of Prop 8
and it wouldn't
and
be
California
for the other 49
and
states.
not for the other 49.
So what happens? Let's argue. Let's just say that happens. Where do you see marriage equality going state by state?
State by state, just like interracial marriages, right? You
Virginia
know, for
versus
years,
Loving.
There you go. Virginia
I remember that case,
Loving.
interracial marriage,
It took until 1967 for the U.S. Supreme Court to finally make a decision, even though California had struck its miscegenation laws back in the 1940s. Sometimes it just takes years and years, and marriage is a state issue.
At the same time, 4 blue states vote in favor of marriage equality. North Carolina had voted no a few months back.
And Minnesota's kind of purple. Minnesota's blue or red. I mean, you look at it.
Right, I hear you.
It's possible. And, you know, so Prop 8 goes down next year, maybe Oregon next, you know. New Mexico's possible, and more states.
His name is John Duran, member of the West Hollywood City Council. My name is Brad Pomerance. We thank you for watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.